Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Echo Shadow and today we are using Rhydon and Toxapex here, and we are using it with Ho-Oh and Rhydon. This team was piloted at Milwaukee for a day 2 finish, and I have seen this team piloted at locals I've been to as well. This team is really fun. It's got a ton of underrated mods with Comfey, Rhydon, Toxapex, but also some great sun mods such as Ho-Oh, Rhydon, Walking Wake, and no clear amulet on either of these two physical restricted, instead opting for Assault Vest and Leftovers. We're overall really excited to use this team, and let's hop right into it. Okay, so we're going against the other big Milwaukee team in Rhydon Lunala, and off the start, I definitely want Rhydon. I'm not going to bring out lead, but I do like it here. It's 40 Stubble under Speed, Ursulina under Trick Room as well. I like Rhydon, but I think I don't have Taunt or anything. I think I'm just going to lead Walking Wake for good damage next to Rhydon and just go for big hits, and then have Rhydon and Ho-Oh in the back, I think. I think that's my best plan. I can, if I'm worried about the going for like a ground move into Rhydon, I can switch into like Ho-Oh. I feel like this is pretty good. Sun's going to help reduce that Urshifu's damage. Instant could definitely be a problem, but I think like Hydro Steaming that early could be really effective and such, so I feel here this is pretty good. We threaten like Ursulina pretty well. I don't think they have many, like, I think we should be pretty good here. Also know the Rhydon's really slow. I have been playing this, like the Rhydon Lunala team before, so I kind of know a lot more of how it wants to play, so I can play around that. Lead definitely could be like Rhydon, Lunala. I definitely think they want to get Ursulina. It's probably going to be a bit Trick Room more oriented. Rhydon and Urshifu. Not expecting, but makes sense. Understandable. I do know they are electric, so I can Draco safely. Urshifu I don't feel too threatened by. So what I'm going to do here, I may just Snarl. Snarl will always get the drop onto Rhydon. Or I could Draco. I'm just going to Draco, because then I can U-turn as well. If I want to U-turn, it's like Ho-Oh. I'm going to Draco Collision Course. If Draco KOs, that's great, that's what we want. If not, then we just kind of... Then if they Terra, we just KO Rhydon. Rhydon definitely isn't the biggest threat, but I feel like Urshifu doesn't threaten these two as much right now. Also, I do like Collision Course over Close Combat just because I don't like dropping my defense. So I definitely would prefer this. They are just going to let us get the Draco. It does not KO. Unfortunate, but that is fine. And we'll just follow it up right away with the Collision Course to get the KO. And that's exactly what we wanted. It doesn't mean Rhydon's not in its greatest spot, but I feel like it's still good. They're going to Close Combat. We do go down. Unfortunate, but I think it's fine. We can threaten a Tailwind. We can go for double fire damage. I don't really think I need to Terra Rhydon actually into this matchup. I'm going to bring in the Ho-Oh, threaten Urshifu. I know it's banded, so it will do a lot of damage, but because it's banded in Close Combat, it can't hit Ho-Oh for really any damage. It is going to be that Lunala. And I think here I just double... Defense boost is a bit annoying, but I think I just double Lunala with Sacred Fire and Flare Blitz. I could U-turn, but I think trying to pick up a KO is just better here. Flare Blitz didn't do as much as I'd hope, but we are a bit bulkier. This is close combat. So this makes me wonder if they didn't go for the Trick Room. The Sacred Fire, how much does it do? Okay, about half. They do go for the Trick Room, so that's been interesting. It does reverse turns. I'm gonna Sacred Fire and switch in Rhydon. And just try and pick up this Lunala. Ho-Oh is still really healthy, so I feel like we just need to be able to chip down Ursaluna in the back. If we can just KO Lunala, Urshifu's not going to be doing much. I'm assuming Urshifu switches, and then... Okay, no, they just stay in. We're slower than their Lunala. We do get the burn, so we will end up cleaning up that KO. That's nice. There's the Moongeist. This will probably do quite a bit. Take it really well, though. And they close combat to Rhydon. We do live. That's big. Because this Urshifu does not want to take any attacks at how low it is. That should take down Lunala, which puts us in a really good spot here. I can't double protect because Urshifu's still on the field, but I don't really need to. Also, because Ursaluna doesn't have Guts online, so I can survive whatever it wants to go for. And then from there, I can just stall out the Trick Room. They haven't Terra'd, which is something to think about. What are they at? They're at -3. I'm going to Brave Bird so we don't miss. I could Rock Slide, but I'm actually going to High Horsepower here in case it does KO. Because, yeah, Ursaluna's going to protect anyway. High Horsepower does connect. And it just does KO. Nice. Going to pick up the huge KO. And just going to go into the Ursaluna, not going to do much. They can just start spamming Earthquakes, but I'm just going to double protect here, see what they want to lock into. And really, we should be in a position to win here. They can Terra Ghost. But really, I don't mind that. Doesn't you can't Collision Course in the back. Rhydon was able to get that KO, which I think does lock up the game. Let's see what we got. We got 2 more turns of Trick Room. So here, just protect. We'll see what they lock into. They can't actually go for the Earthquake because of Ho-Oh. So we'll see. They're probably going to Facade into Ho-Oh, I'd assume. No, just the Earthquake. Okay. I'm perfectly fine with that. Sun will be disappearing, but we'll get some more lefties recovery. Oh, is really bulky, so I think, to be honest, I think we could survive a Facade. Electricity is gone. Here, just gonna Sacred Fire and High Horsepower. Rhydon will get to go first. We'll get a bit of chip. Pretty good damage. They do Facade, I'm not surprised. Do we live? No. Okay. That's really unfortunate. But we did save Terra, so we do have Terra Fire Flare Blitz in the back. Right as Trick Room expires. I think that's just the only option, because they definitely do have Terra Ghost on this. And I think Terra Fire Flare Blitz should pick it up no matter what. Unless I missed the Terra. If I did not, I'm not going to take chances. This should just KO. And then in case it doesn't and lives on 1, we protect Rhydon. They should also be Terra in here. Does make us weak to ground moves, but at this point, at this health, it really does not matter. They do protect. They were scouting what we would go for. Rhydon to our protect. But again, I'm fine with this. It chips down their mutant further, making this Flare Blitz more likely a KO. Again, I'm just going to go for Flare Blitz no matter what. There's no reason for me to go Collision Course. I just protect again because I'm not doing any damage. Unless they're like Terra Water. No. Yeah. It's the exact same team, but like if they did change Terras, that could have been really dangerous. But I just felt like we get the double anyway, so that's nice. I don't think it's needed. This should just KO. Yeah, it's still neutral. It's in the sun. Crit did not matter. At least I'm assuming it shouldn't. I don't think it does. Terrifier in the sun. Flare Blitz? No, I don't think so. We do probably knock ourselves out from recoil. Yep. But it ends up being just Rhydon on the field, low HP, living that close combat, coming back to be really important. But yeah, that's going to be a GG's. We're going to pick up that game 1. Rhydon picking up crucial KO on Urshifu, and then we were able to finish off the Ursaluna with that Flare Blitz. Being able to KO my Rhydon early so I didn't get it to attack once was really nice, not letting him get any chip. The Urshifu was able to close combat quite a few mons really low, but Ho was able to slow that down. Felt really good. Let's end to game number 2. Okay, Rhydon Zacian. Off the bat, I definitely want Tailwind up. So I'm going to lead that definitely here. I don't know if Toxapex gives us really anything here. Wide Guard could haze away their buffs. Lightning Rod definitely is good. We got in Comfey. It's since this drink is for the protect. Yeah, I'm gonna lead Rhydon's interesting, so I'm actually gonna lead Rhydon Ho-Oh. So I feel pretty okay about that. I can block the electric move. Actually, yeah, these are the two I lead. And then I also think I just bring the same. Unless, do we have a poison move? Because poison move actually could be really good. Just Baneful Bunker. No, I think we just bring Rhydon again. Walking Wake helps us hit, like, Landorus would be the idea. But I also think here we do need to get Tailwind up. It's going to be the same 4, but I definitely think these are the 4 we need. I definitely think this is a team where these are the 4 mons you're going to bring the most. Then Toxapex for, like, Cali Shadow, and Toxapex is, like, a must bring, I feel like. Because that helps so much. And then you got Comfey. Comfey would be good into like Leech Seed, Cali Ice, I will not lie. So we're going to see Rhydon Landorus. This is about what I was hoping. Rhydon's in a good position here. I could Terra Fairy. Be really annoying. Which, honestly, I may just do. And I'm going to Tailwind, Terra Fire, and Swords Dance up. He's burning Terror really early, but I feel like this is really good. We become fully immune to everything this Rhydon wants to go for. I mean, it could go for Dazzling Gleam, but I mean, I'm fine if it wants to lock into that. To go for the Draco, we're gonna just block it. They did double, so okay. They wanted Rhydon gone. The crit may have mattered. But I think I'm fine with that because it will allow us a free switch into Rhydon here, and then I think we just double Rhydon. Definitely don't like losing Terra that early, but I think it's fine. We do lose what we wanted to. I could have protected, but now I feel like Collision Course Sacred Fire should be able to pick up Rhydon. We'll see. It's unfortunate turn 1, but we did get Tailwind up just like we needed, and I definitely think getting Tailwind up was very important. They're not going to Terra, so we'll get this free collision course. Does about half. I think Sacred Fire should pick up at that range. Yes, it will. That's from right on down. Crit. Could have mattered. I don't think it did. They will Earth Power. We'll take that. Swordfest coming in with some big value. I'll see what they bring in now. They do still have Terra. Iron Valiant will be what comes in. It is speed, so they are going to be pretty fast here. I'm going to Brave Bird. Kind of want to preserve Rhydon here. So I'm going to Brave Bird, switch in Walking Wake, I think, is the play. Or, because I don't know if this Iron Valiant's going to have a fairy move. Yeah, I'm just going to attack here. Going to Brave Bird Iron Valiant and Flame Charge into Landorus. We're going to Terra, let's see. Into Ghost, okay. So, that's fine. We won't be hanging super effective, but we will be chipping them down a bit. They do Protect, okay. We'll see some speed tiers. We are faster. Okay, that's good to know. I didn't think we would be, but that's fine. Really unfortunate I didn't launch that into the Iron Valiant, but actually I think that puts us in a good spot, because if we can remove both the Iron Valiant and the Landorus, then Zacian shouldn't be able to beat Ho-Oh in a 1v1, which I'm assuming that's what's going to be in the back. I'm just going to water, well, yeah, Hydro Steam into this Landorus, should just pick up the KO, and then I will Brave Bird once again to pick up the Iron Valiant. Ogre Pond doesn't 1v1 Ho-Oh either, we should be good. Not Secret Fire, that can miss, so Brave Bird, Hydro Steam, and that should put us in a good spot. Sun being up also nice, because it gives us some speed pressure as well for after the Trick Room ends to let us set up another if we need to. So I feel like we're in a good spot here. Iron Valiant Protect, that makes sense. We'll get the Hydro Steam off, and this should KO. Sun boosted, Life Orb boosted. It's going to go down. And then next turn I just have to... Zacian should come back in, but next turn I should probably always Protect, Walking Wake, I'd say here, and then just Tailwind. Walking Wake may be faster, but I don't... Actually, okay, so Rhydon was faster, and I think Speed Boost also doubles your speed. So if Walking Wake was faster, then most likely I'm good. I don't know full speed tiers, so we were 179 and 177. Okay. I don't know, and because of that, I don't want to risk it. Zacian or Iron Valiant shouldn't have anything to hit Ho-Oh, so I'm just going to Protect Tailwind. I don't think there's much they can do about this unless there's some move I'm missing. Coaching, okay. That's definitely good for them, but I don't feel too worried about that. It's going to be that play rough into Walking Wake, so yeah. That's perfectly fine. Now I can just remove Iron Valiant and be in a good spot from there. If Sun goes away, I guess there's a chance we don't outspeed anymore. But I think we have one more turn. Oh, their Core Drive is actually going to be gone too, so no, their booster. Okay, if their booster makes it a bit harder, I think we'll outspeed this next turn, so here just going to Sacred Fire and Hydro Steam. They're going to Protect, makes sense. But overall here, I feel like I'm in a really good position. Spell Protect makes sense. Again, they don't really have anything to break through, and we're going to be outspeeding the Zacian no matter what. And I think Iron Valiant's only move is going to be that Spirit Break, so they can't hit Ho-Oh that well either. I'm not going to, there's no reason to protect here because we got all our lefties healing and they can just get a free coaching. I'm just going to double the Iron Valiant here in case. Okay, Walking Wake was faster, so that's good. Okay, if like this is the best 3 set, that'd be really nice to know. But we'll pick up that KO, and now that should be game. They have to play rough Walking Wake. They don't have anything to really hit Ho-Oh at all, and we're doing over half. The burn as well. Yeah, this Zacian just did not have a chance this matchup, and Salt in the Wound. Walking Wake won't even go down to a play rough because of play rough missing. So, yep, that's a play rough moment. Now we just finish off Zacian. Yeah, there was no chance of them winning. I think as soon as Zacian's reveal in the back, we had that one. We're able to preserve Ho really well for the end there. And overall, Rhydon though it got KO'd early, it forced them to target that down instead of getting crucial chip into my Ho-Oh. It protected Ho-Oh from having to say Terra with the electric. So overall, really good. I liked the position I was able to get into, and it was able to put us in a really good end game. But overall, really good. Let's see if we can go 3-0. Okay, so Dondozo, we are bringing Toxapex always here. Toxapex is going to break their team apart. So I'm going to lead Ho-Oh and Rhydon just for good damage off the start. And then I'm going to have Comfey, Toxapex in the back to just destroy, like, even a stall battle. I don't think there's much they can do against Comfey, Toxapex. So I'm going to bring these two. Going to show definitely some more of the underrated mons on this team. If we can we'll chip down Dondozo. We can haze away its boost with, like, Toxic and such. And chip it down we can haze away its boost and chip it down with Toxic. But overall, I'm just going to lead my offensive pair, and as soon as they like pivot to Dondozo, I can switch in. But here, I'm not really worried here. I would like to save my Terra Dark. But we are Assault Vest, so I would assume we should live 1. So I'm actually just going to U-turn out here. Going to Sacred Fire the Calyrex and U-turn. I feel like it's really safe. If they do switch into Tatsu, that's unfortunate, but I think this should be fine. Again, I think we should live National Garage, and with Assault Vest, Psychic could be close. So we'll see. We may be EV for that. They're going to withdraw. I mean, makes sense. If it's Tatsu, that's great, because then they're locked in and we're in the spot I want to be. Let's see. In it goes. Yeah, okay, so good switch. They will avoid the double up, but this is exactly where I wanted them. I don't really, if they order up into Rhydon, yeah, it's gonna be unfortunate. They will get the KO, but okay, into the Ho. We take that like a champ. And now I'm gonna Sacred Fire. If I can get a burn, I'll take that. So they're doing even less damage. So here, I'm just going to U-turn with Rhydon and Sacred Fire. Then as soon as we can get that Toxapex in, we are going to be in a really good spot. If we get the burn, it's perfect. Not really much they can do. We're going to U-turn out. Sure, they could reach into this and... Okay, it's a Rocky Helmet. So they don't have recovery here either, unless they're Rest. Rest would be annoying, but I doubt that's what they are. We'll bring the Toxapex. We can go for Haze. Did you order up into the Ho-Oh slot, just like we hoped? And we have also Regenerator, though. We can switch in. Attack boost. I think we should be good. Secret Fire does. Do we get the burn? No. Okay. That's fine. I'm gonna switch Ho-Oh here into Comfey, and then I'm just gonna go for the Haze. They are +4, so as long as we live that, we should be fine. Terra Dark's not gonna help us, so I'm just gonna Haze. I just gotta hope they don't have Earthquake. I could Terra, but I don't want to be weak to, well, don't want taking water moves. They do have Bulldoze. Do we live that? We do. Perfect. That is just what we were hoping for. We'll Haze away their boost. I'm going to Toxic them this next turn, and then we begin the chip. Floral Healing Toxapex up. Toxic the Dondozo. And now we're in a good spot. We stall out this Dondozo. There's not much they can do. They're not going to be able to KO either of these. This is in the sun. We'll take some damage, but yeah, we'll take that every day. And to be honest, when Toxic goes on to them, they're just going to want Dondozo to go down at this point. If we had a setup on, that'd be even better. But again, not much they can do. They can't switch. They can't really get many boosts either. This poison's going to begin chipping away. This may take a while, but I'm going to play this the correct way. I'm going to sense this here. And then just, I guess, Baneful Bunker. I don't really have anything else to do. So look at that. Since this... And there's another Wave Crash. They're gonna try and chip themselves down. I may just Draining Kiss, because I don't really have anything else to go for. Sun will be disappearing. So actually, I'm gonna switch in Rhydon, get Sun back up to stall out. So they can't do as much with Wave Crash still. I could do that, or I could just stay in. I want to be able to KO Tatsu. Yeah, I'm just gonna Draining Kiss here. Nah, actually, I think Rhydon's definitely the right switching. Rhydon, Toxic. And our goal here is just to chip them down. And we want to get... I would like to get into a position where we can just KO the... You want to KO the Tatsu when Rhydon... Well, when the Dondozo goes down. That's what we want. We're going to Toxic. I could have Hazed. Haze probably would have been the better play. Honestly, I don't think we have any way to get rid of Tatsu here, so again, honestly, I think it just KOs. Actually, what I can do here, I can Collision Course, pick up the KO, and Toxic Tatsugiri. So you can make sure if it has a sash, it doesn't need to use the sash. But we'll remove Dondozo. Make sure it doesn't get too much value. And then we'll get a Toxic onto Tatsu. And I think that puts us in a pretty good position here. Look, be in the back. I don't think there's really anything in the back that worries me. Because for Calyrex such as Terra and Wide Guard, there's nothing they can do. Sun is up. Could Terra Fire here to live, but here I'm just going to U-turn, Terra Dark, Wide Guard. I think here's the correct play. Am I worried about... Do I need Rhydon for anything in the back? Incin, Zanzanta, I mean, yeah, it could be good. But I think getting some damage onto this is definitely more beneficial. In fact, I'm just going to Flame Charge. And Terra Dark Wide Guard. Just make sure we can't take any damage from a Psychic or anything. can't remove this. And we are just free to kind of stall them out. We got Regenerator as well. Helping Hands, I'm fine with that. And we'll go for the Wide Guard, so we're just protecting our team from Acid Barrage, and if they chose to Psychic our Toxapex, it will do nothing. They do Psychic, Rhydon. Unfortunate, but I think that's really fine. I wasn't too worried about that. They will get the boost. And I think here, I actually just want to... I'm going to switch in Comfey. And then I'm going to just protect Toxic. And I think that's going to put us in a pretty good spot. We'll have Wide Guard. They can't do much damage to Toxapex here. See what they want to go for. Yeah, chipping these mons down. Protect. Oh. Okay. Encore is really annoying here. They did go for Muddy Water into an Encore. Into an Encored Wide Guard. Actually, we don't get Wide Guard even up. That's really unfortunate, actually. Okay. So it is going to be the Wide Guard set here. I'm just going to Draining Kiss, I guess, here. And then I'm going to swap out Toxapex into the Ho. Get Draining Kiss, break its the opposing Calyx's Sash. Here comes that Helping Hand. Probably gonna be a Psychic. Draining Kiss will come out. Does a bit of damage. I can't really protect Ho-Oh. Do we live? Living would be huge. We do not. Okay. I thought I was in a good position here, but them at +2 is really hurting. Sun's gone as well. We'll probably just Psychic Ho-Oh, which means I gotta figure out a way. I gotta remove the boost. That's the first thing. And then I got like Toxic as well. I should have preserved Rhydon. I should have Terrad. I mean, so here I'm just gonna Haze and Tailwind, I think. That's my play. Helping Hand, it's just a really hard position, I feel. I could have protected, but then I just get Encored. I think I had to just go for this Tailwind. Do we live? No, yeah. Then they just Encore, we can't do damage. I mean, I could have Toxic them, but then I think I just lose to Zamazenta no matter what. I think I need to live that Psychic. If it's Zamazenta in the back, I have no form of dealing any damage to it. So yes, I mean, there's a chance it's not. I doubt it. There's the Encore. We're stuck in Encore now. We're gonna be stuck doing this forever until we run out of Encores. They're just gonna chip away. It doesn't matter at this point. I mean, we would. There's a shot we would live the stall battle, but in reality, it's not much. We'll see what the final Pokemon is. I mean, if it was like another Mon that couldn't hit Dark types, maybe we'd be in a spot. But it's obviously that Zamazenta, and Zamazenta's gonna definitely clean this up. So GG's, good, well played by them. We definitely beat it on Dozo. I just didn't come out of it like I'd hope. Unfortunate. I'm gonna forfeit this one because there's no chance I hit the Zamazenta. But GG's, they played that really well. They were able to get their Calyx in a really good spot, especially when I think I had the tools to beat it. I think that's again just, if I had more experience with the team, I definitely could have played that position a lot more. And for people that like I do think people who have played this team know that, and I think if it was a best 3, I could have adapted maybe a bit more, preserved my Rhydon a bit better. But overall, really good. 2-1, really good. It was a fun team. I loved Rhydon was able to throw them Rhydon the first 2 games. But overall, this team is really fun. I will kill the description. I heavily suggest you check it out. It's really strong. But overall, a really fun Sun team. But thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, enjoy the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.